Hello, this is Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Natalie Hurd, your host for today's show at the Chamber of Commerce building in Medford, Oregon. My guest now is Commissioner Lily Morgan from Josephine County. Thank you so much for being here today,
my
Lily.
pleasure. Thank you.
So you've been on the Josephine County Commission for 2 months.
Yes, brand new, starting in my first term, got elected in November, and we hit the ground running. It's been so exciting. My fellow Commissioner Dan DeYoung, we both served on the City Council together in Grants Pass, so we have a familiarity with working with each other. So we were ready to just tackle what we could right away. And we have already had so much in the works, and it's just exciting. We are proud of Josephine County, and we want to highlight what is great about Josephine County and what we can continue to do to show why we are really one of the best nooks in all of Oregon and the United States.
Such a beautiful location, you know, the gateway to the Redwoods, right on the way to the coast. Beautiful spot in Southern Oregon. You're a hometown girl. You're from Grants Pass. You've been on the council for 6 years prior to this role. You know, familiar with the issues. And Josephine County has had some really hard times in terms of funding. Share with me a little bit about the financial situation the county is currently in.
Well, absolutely. You know, in 1937, the federal government provided for what you will hear referenced as the ONC lands. And they are set aside forests for revenue purposes. They're meant to be harvested and replanted and to provide a continual revenue for counties. Because of environmental concerns, there's been a stoppage of most of that. There is still some going on, but there's 18 counties in Oregon that rely on the revenues of those. If you think about East Coast, most of those counties are populated the entire way. In Josephine County, 68% of our county is federal lands. And so our population base is smaller. There's less resources to be able to just pull on from people in traditional means. So we have seen a decrease of about $12 million a year that came off of those lands from the harvest. So what has happened since then is something called the Secure Rolls System. They have been paying payments instead of cutting trees. Well, that program ended from the federal government. And so now, at the end of this fiscal year, we will see the end of that money. And it's about a $3+ million cut from this year to next. But with all the previous cuts we've had, we are now going to be at a place that we're actually facing some pretty big changes come July 1st.
What are some of the impacts that residents would see?
Well, all of our money that has come from the federal timberlands, we dedicate to our law enforcement system. And so that funds our district attorney's office, our juvenile process with both justice involves detention and shelter, our sheriff's office, patrol, the jail, our civil services. It funds all of those. So you've seen a $12 million cut to that program. Come July 1st, we will not be able to provide patrol any longer. Our jail will be cut down to contract beds only. And really, one way or the other, we're going to see a change. We'd like to see it be a change for the positive. And but economic times are tough. People have to make those choices. We've come up with some solutions that we think will help.
Tell me a little bit about one of those solutions you're proposing.
So right now we have a 93-cent levy on the ballot for May that will be able to provide just for the jail and juvenile detention only. But the jail is the biggest expense for the sheriff. So pull that out of the current funding, and we have enough with what's left to keep our district attorney's office whole and to increase patrol in our rural areas. And that's really the concern. How do we get out to our rural areas where they're seeing the biggest impact? Our sheriff is committed that his first 3 patrol that he will hire will be resident deputies. So they have someone right in the community that they can go to 24/7 and have a part of their community. And he's going to hire people specifically that want to live there. We're also dedicating our county forest lands to our juvenile justice department to fund the shelter side. So where the levy would fund detention, our county forest lands, not taxpayer dollars, will fund the shelter side. And then we're also going to be dipping into some reserves. We've tried to listen to what the people have asked as the last few levies have maybe gone down. What are the concerns? We've tried to address that. First time ever, we're also going to take the county commissioners out of the internal service fund so that no money from the levy will go to the commissioners. It will only go to the jail and the juvenile detention.
So it sounds like you all have your work cut out for you, but you have a good plan in place, and good luck to you all in May.
Thank you. There's other good things going on too. Our airports are bringing in, we just got $535,000 in grants. It's an economic opportunity for growth in Josephine County. Dutch Bros is partnering with our fairgrounds about bringing in a sports complex with soccer. It's an amazing community where we have people that care and invest back, and really a lot of volunteerism. So I'm proud to be a part of Josephine County.
Very good. Josephine County Commissioner Lily Morgan. Lily, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
I'm Natalie Hurd, and thank you so much for watching Charter Local Edition Northwest.